So a week from now or so, we'll be getting the new chapter for the Dragon Ball Super Manga, chapter 47. And today I just wanted to talk about and speak on the conversations that are happening within the community as far as the character Moro. And I've been noticing that there have been people that have been speaking up about Moro, saying that he's not a good character, or that he's boring, or that he's too overpowered. You got people that like him, then you have people that dislike him, then you just have people that's in the middle lane. You know, they still haven't figured out the character. And some complaints are justified. Some people say that they find his absorption power not original. We've seen a lot of characters come into the Dragon Ball franchise that can just absorb power, but not on a scale that we've seen quite like Moro. You know, he can absorb energy from you without even touching you. We've seen he did that to Goku. Goku couldn't even transform and he wasn't even fighting him. And he can absorb the whole energy of a planet and just eat it. You know, it's ridiculous. It's a very powerful technique. Magic, I can say. But one thing I don't agree on that people have been saying is that Moro is too overpowered, and that makes the whole Galactic Patrol or the Moro arc boring. You know, it's alright, you have your own opinion, you have the right to feel what you feel, but this is what I feel that is the problem with the Dragon Ball community. Because they're also saying that he's too overpowered to the point where it's boring that Goku and Vegeta can't transform. And the problem I have with the community, or people that are saying this, is that people got too used of transformations in every story. This is the first time in a long time in the whole story of Dragon Ball that the characters have to think to beat a guy. Everybody been making videos about how can someone defeat Moro, and no one can figure it out. And I just think that's what makes the story more entertaining and more interesting to continue on to read or eventually watch when Super comes back. Because Super has spoiled the fan base. Every arc that happened in Dragon Ball Super, just about there was a new transformation, or you beat the enemy because you had the better transformation. You know, I get it, transformations are fun, you know, they cool to see, but it's to a point where that is what Dragon Ball is, nothing but transformation. You might as well call it Dragon Ball Transformations. And people want to see transformations in this Moro arc so bad, which I don't get. Moro is bringing back the roots of martial arts that I feel that is missing in Dragon Ball. Everybody has to rely on this power up, but not technique. Moro is using technique alone to beat Goku and Vegeta. Yes, it's very overpowered, but hey, Goku and Vegeta gotta get on the game. They has to learn some technique that is overpowered as well, and not just an overpowered transformation. I mean, let's be honest here. It would be dope if they had new finishing moves. Goku always used the Kamehameha wave. Vegeta, I don't know why he always uses the Final Flash. It never works. It shouldn't even be called Final Flash, because every time you use it, there is never a finale. So, you know, they gotta get back into using more technique to beat Moro. And one thing I love about the quote that Vegeta said in the manga, when he couldn't transform, he said, "There's no possible way I can beat him now." That is the problem right there. They had to rely on transformations to beat someone. And now everything has changed. And I find it funny that the rumor after Moro will be super fan servicey. And I think that they're gonna go that direction because they know that fanboys are gonna be so upset if transformations are gone for good. And one thing I can flat out say about that, these new Dragon Ball fans nowadays couldn't even watch Dragon Ball. They wouldn't last 30 episodes because they will want to see a transformation so bad. So you know what, like, let me take that back. I'm not gonna call them Dragon Ball fans. I just think they are bandwagoners. When they see a transformation in Dragon Ball Super, they got on the bandwagon, and they seen more, they got more on the bandwagon. These guys grew up watching Kai. They barely watched Z. They couldn't even last watching Dragon Ball. So for that, you're not a real Dragon Ball fan, you're just a fanboy. If the Moro arc is so boring to you because there's no transformations involved and Moro is so overpowered, then how did you get in Dragon Ball in the first place? But I find it funny that the platform, it shows that a lot of these fans love Dragon Ball Heroes. Every time someone drops a Dragon Ball Heroes review or a full episode on YouTube and whatnot, it has the most views. It has more views than regular discussions. And I know why. It's because this is the modern day and age of what the fans like, which is why a lot of people aren't feeling the Moro arc, and I understand. But I also see that people, even people that I seen in my own comment section say that Heroes is better than Super. And I know why, just because it's so much fan service in Heroes, but they don't get the fan service that they want in the Moro arc. You know, it's pretty ridiculous. And no, I'm not saying that if you don't like the Moro arc or you have problems with the Moro arc, you're not a real Dragon Ball fan. No, that's not what I'm saying. I just gotta throw that out there because, you know, it's a small group of people in the world that have selective hearing. So, but if the Moro arc is boring to you because X, Y, and Z and Moro is boring character, he's not original, or you feel as though there are some things they haven't touched on yet that will make the arc better, then yeah, you're good. But if you're saying that the Moro arc is boring because there's no transformations, then you are the prime example of the new age Dragon Ball fan or fanboy. So with that being said, I know this video may be different than all my other videos. Usually it's some high quality editing and whatnot, but it's been a while since I just did a video where it's just a picture on the screen and just me talking. If you guys enjoy more of these, I would do more of it. I don't even know why I'm gonna title this video. I just went on a whole like vent about it. But the question is Moro too overpowered? Yes, but is it a problem? So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. If you're new here, I'm out.